Hey folks, so today we will talk about how the decentralized web nodes, DWNs, could help us with the regular self-sovereign identity, VC exchange and trust tasks. So if you will take a look to the proposed architecture of the security, that you have a trust task and below you have a trust spanning protocol, and we still do not have the implementation of trust spanning protocol. So somebody say that the DITCOM will be the good option. Some other people propose some other options and so on. And so how we could solve really simple question that the user have the verifiable credential, and the user wants to share this verifiable credential with the verifier, and verifier have the ability to ask something. Yeah. So, and if you will take a look to the presentation exchange, it's quite complex protocol based on the VPs and submission and all those things. So it's all good, it's working somehow, but the problem with the presentation exchange that all the implementations that currently exist, they are extremely slow. It's quite hard to evaluate presentation submissions. It's quite expensive actually to validate the VP, because with the validation of VP, you need to validate the VP, you need to validate the correspondence of VP to the submission, you need to validate every VC that inside, and actually it's still not giving you the clear answer if the user that present you this VP is really the owner of the credentials that's sitting inside, because as you know, we have this problem that VCs doesn't have the ownership mechanism. Yeah, this totally true. If you will take a look to the classical verifiable credential, you will find the signature for the issuer, you will have a lot of facts about the issuer, you could have the optional holder section, but we don't have any mechanism except of the signed presentation exchange, the verifiable presentation that's signed by user, that actually user have this VC. Yeah, so that's quite challenging. So instead of extremely complex protocol that require a lot of computation, we could use the DWNs. So the DWN already have the discovery and ownership mechanism. Yeah, so you represent your DAD have the service section that actually give verifier the place. Yeah, so give the verifier the address of the DWN where the data is stored, and you could place something for the verifier DAD for the verifier. Yeah, so the verifier have the ability to go and query credentials directly from the DWN. So it's already quite friendly, fast forward way of doing the things, even with the basic capability of the decentralized nodes. Only one problem, that you could query credentials of the certain type. So you could query by the schema, but what will happen if verifier wants to have some powerful query language like the presentation exchange? That I want to say that I don't need just a driving license VC, but I need the driving license VC that was issued by this authority, and the end date it's not expired. Yeah, then it means that we still need to create some logic on top that allow verifier to submit some kind of queries and scan the DWN for the certain criteria and this one actually is achievable by the active agent. So the active agent could receive the query and then translate the query, scan the DWN, select the proper VCs and send it back to the verifier. So that unfortunately it's not available out of the box, but in theory we could quite easily design the protocol that define the query language using the DWN protocols and make it happen, and the implementation will be still much faster and more scalable than the classical presentation exchange. So I still believe that decentralized web nodes could really be handful for the classical VC exchange trust tasks, and could really give the answer how it's working end to end, from the logic to the persistent of the data. So it was all for today that I was keen to share with you. If you have more questions, or maybe if you're keen to make the prototype of the credential exchange on top of decentralized web nodes, let me know. I'm quite keen to participate. So right now I'm working more on the building the new persistent layer for the DWNs. So I will maybe share some code next week. So I'm keen to share more, and have a nice day. See you.